All-Stars. There they are. Look at them down there, all huddled up, getting some last words of wisdom before they head out there on the field. Here we have the Edina girls team. Also getting some last words of wisdom from their head coach, Floyd Green. I think if we're going to be, I feel like I was recruited for my talking ability and
not for
camera ability. So, you know, I'm not as worried about like following the action as I am
talking about some
stuff. They wouldn't have asked me.
Okay. Okay.
He's getting like, all right. Hello and welcome. The opening polls have gone up. We are very glad to be here at the U.S. Bank Stadium. We're going to be announcing these two concurrent games going on here. My name is Micah, alongside my wonderful co-host, Kathy. Say hello.
Hey everybody, my name is Kathy and we are super excited to be here filming this game.
Big, deep poll. And it seems like we might have a call on the men's side. Our games here, just so everyone is aware, we have two Edina teams, the Edina men's and the Edina women's, facing off against their respective Minnesota All-Star teams. Edina men on the far side currently in yellow, and Edina ladies on the close side in green. And there is a score from the Edina ladies to open up their game. And that was Abby Schultz, who is a team captain, coming down the score, number 7. And on the far side, the All-Star team is off and running. Nice swing throw there. And it's a little deceiving here because the sidelines are going to sneak past the football sidelines. There are some cones there denoting. One of the coaches telling the All-Star team to value the disc. And there's a strike cut. Ooh, cut off there. Yep, real close on the goal line, and they're going to give it to him. So the boys All-Star team from Minnesota is going to strike first. I believe that is a hold for them, right? The Edina boys pulled first, is that right?
Yep, that's what happened.
The Minnesota boys high school all-star team getting a little coaching on the sideline as they call some lines there. Matt Nelson is their coach with assistant coaches James Wynn and David Zhang. And then the Edina boys high school team is coached by Nate Wall and Ian Andre Knutson, aka as he is known, Ari Hillman and Michael Jordan. And the Edina ladies have pulled the Minnesota All-Star team ladies. And there's a sweet D. Abby Schultz getting her hand on that one. What a D from number 7. And she is setting up the Edina ladies in a very good position right on the goal line. This gets tapped in. And there goes a cut to the corner. And I think it is going to be just out of bounds. Oh, and there's some discussion, a stoppage. Don't know if that was on the throw or on the catch. And they're going to say it was a turn. They're going to say she was a little bit too far out of bounds. Good spirit there, working that out. And Abby was able to come up with the sweet D, but not quite able to toe the line there. And so the Edina All-Star team will have another chance here on this offensive possession. There's a swing, and the Minnesota All-Star team is just having trouble getting things going downfield, but a big huck, that'll do it, that'll help. And she comes up with it. Unbelievable. What a great read by number, I believe that is number 30. Wow. That's Alex McLean who came up with that one. Oh my gosh. And they are now on the doorstep, the All-Star women's team, and another D from Edina to save a goal. On the other half of the field, the Edina men's team have received a pole, and they have already worked it down over halfway. Shot, keeping it on the sideline there. There's a nice little move to get it a little more centered. And a recentering pass to number 10. A nice strike cut up the line, and one more throw, and the Edina boys are in to knot their game up at 1. And just as I say that, the Edina girls with a nice throw across the field, but can't quite be reeled in, and the ladies all-star team will have another shot at it. I gotta say, Kathy, we've been playing some pre-winter league here, because it's indoor, because that's what you do, because it's Minnesota, and you know, we've been getting used to the 2 games going on at the same time, so this is nothing new for us.
Yeah, it certainly makes it more exciting to be able to watch 2 games at once.
Yeah. Whoop, and there's the shot, and she's able to come up with it. That is number 30, who had that great snag earlier, Alex McLean from Maple Grove, coming down with that one to tie up the girls' game as well. Both games knotted at 1. And that's a good get for the Minnesota All-Star game there, or All-Star team rather. They you wanna keep it close. Going down too early is never an easy thing to come back from. So it's nice to get that hold right there from them. Here they're going to be down on the same ends of the field here. The Edina boys are getting ready to pull. There it goes, and the All-Star team is going to try and work their way down and see if they can't go up 2-1 here. Oh, someone is wide open there. Oh, but is he going to be able to stay in? No, it is going to be just out of bounds. A deep flick huck going up. I like it. It was a great shot. He had plenty of separation, just not able to put that one in bounds.
Do you know how to say this?
Saya? Oh, sorry. We did. Yes, we did the male coaches,
Yeah.
but the coaches of the female teams as well. The Minnesota girls are coached. Their head coach Ashley Green. Oh boy, here comes a big throw for the Edina boys, and he's able to just reel it in. What a shot! What a deep look, toeing the back line of that end zone to bring that one in. Woo! And the Edina boys go up a break. Wow, what a shot! Whoa, man,
Yeah.
that's just, woo! The All-Star girls, the Minnesota All-Star team, coached by Ashley Green, with the assistant coaches Saya Stratton and Brittany Boyd from Irondale and Eden Prairie. And then the Edina High School team with the head coach Cloyd Green and the assistant coaches Steph O'Connor and Greta Fredericks. Woo! Ooh, and the good look there. Oof. And she was able to survive the contact all the way down. A nice catch there from the All-Stars. And now we work it back to a handler in the middle of the field and right back. Ooh, not quite able to jump that one in. I don't know. It didn't look like it from this angle. It looked like her back foot was still out of the end zone. What'd you see, Kathy?
Didn't quite look like that was in from over here to me there. But
So they're going to tap it in. She's on the line. She will recenter. Ooh, and number 4. She's been making plays all day. Oh, and they're just going to put it to her. Very nicely done. The All-Star team, that is Lily Acri. Hope I'm saying that right. One of the two, I would imagine. And she came up big that point. She had, I think, about 3 or 4 scores to work them up the field, and then was able to come down with the score. A good point from her. And I believe that puts us still on serve, 2-1, with the All-Star team up on the Edina girls. And the Edina boys now getting ready to pull to the all-star team from Minnesota, and there it goes.
Are they still at 2-1? Okay. Maybe the scoreboard
It's
over there.
2-1. Both sides are 2-1, but the Edina boys are up, and there goes a big huck, and he got wide open there. Let's see if he's able to keep it in bounds. I don't know. It's real close, but he's
So
going to
that was
say
called out.
not quite in. A nice huck though. I will say that's the second time that the Minnesota High School All-Star boys have gotten open deep with seemingly not a Edina defender in sight. So see if we can't keep an eye on that through the rest of the game. But here come the Edina boys with another chance to go up a break, or another break, I should say.
I wonder too if the indoors do things, if they're used to playing outdoors.
Yeah, certainly a lot more. You're able to generate a lot more speed on the turf, and also not having to account for any wind.
Yeah.
So
Makes it a lot easier to throw a team.
Yeah, and there it is. There's the throw. The U.S. boys I keep saying U.S. The Minnesota boys All-Star team has knotted this thing up at 2 apiece. Keeping it close here. Ooh.
It looks like the Edina girls just threw it out of bounds, and it's going back to the Minnesota girls All-Stars.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to catch it, but her momentum carried her out on the bobble there. Let's see if the Minnesota All-Stars can work this one up. This would be a good break to get their break back. Ooh, a great catch there. Big fake around, and then she'll put it with a nice under to gain some good yardage. Faking the deep throw, and we're going to reset to the handler, number 83. There's no 83 on here. We've been hoodwinked, Kathy.
There's not an 83 on this list.
Well, whoever it is, she's been playing pretty well at this point, and there's another under for the high school All-Stars. They're doing a good job of just resetting the disc and then waiting for that next under to come and get another handful of yards. And we're going to put it, but a nice D, the Edina defender right there in position to swat that one away. So here we go. The Edina girls are going to pick it up and see if they can't travel the distance and punch this one in. This will be a hold for them. Here comes the deep cut out of the stack, but a nice under instead. Trying to get it off the sideline. Don't want to get trapped. We've all been there where you end up, cramming it up the cram hole, as they say. But we are definitely seeing some movement from the Edina girls, and there's another deep cut. I gotta say, they are looking for it. And if I were out there, I'd put it because I'm reckless. And there it is. There's a shot.
Nice breakthrough.
Ooh, but 14 not quite able to reel it in. But the Edina boys are also taking a shot, and there it goes. Oh, there we go. Thank you. They were able to come down with it. That's a good look. And the Edina boys bringing that one in. That'll knot everything up at 2 on the boys' side of the field. That was a nice shot. And again, a lot of separation from the defender. So here come the girls Minnesota All-Stars trying to work this thing up. Some handler confusion there. Stall count rising, but she's able to get it off for a nice upwind or upfield look. Another 6 yards there, just chunking it away here with these unders. And then there we go, a good reset to get some space off that line. Stall count rising, she's just got to put it, but they've got a chance at it. Oh, and she is able to snag it. Wow, way to come down with that. That is number 19, Evelyn Wagner. Wow, and her brother is playing on the Edina team, so a family affair today to come down with that one and throw that assist. And nice work by the Minnesota All-Stars to punch that one in after what was getting to be a long point. They've moved our scoreboards. I don't know what the score is, so we're just trying to. Oh, one of them's facing the other way.
Yeah, just correction on that last point for the boys.
Thank you.
The Edina boys are actually up
3-2. Yes, thank you.
No idea what the girls.
I have it as 3-1 All-Stars, but I'm not exactly sure if that is correct. And it looks like the Edina boys have come out in a bit of a zone look here. Maybe a 2-2-2-1 or not quite sure. It could just be a classic cut as well. Kind of hard to tell from all the shifting around, but the Minnesota High School All-Stars, they seem to be working it up, and a big hammer over the top. That's exciting ultimate right there, and good spirit as well to help up the defender after he makes the D. So the Edina boys are going to have a chance at another break here. Again, another stall count rising, but it looks like he is going to make the catch in the end zone. The Edina boys with the break to go up 4-2. There we got it. And I gotta say, I don't know, the zone look on an indoor field where there is no wind is an interesting choice, but it worked out there, clearly.
They did force it over the top. And
that's exactly what you want for when you're watching for a zone. You want to know what you're taking away and know what you are okay allowing, and let's take away those hammer looks, and that's exactly what they did. Meanwhile, the Edina girls with a turn as they were making their way down the field there. And so here come the All-Star girls from Minnesota, and a turn on the swing. So Edina picks up a break there on the throwaway,
right off the bat.
There it goes. It is deep. Let's see if we can't read it. Oh, and she's able to come up with it, and that is number 7 again. Woo, man. Oh, that was great. Abby Schultz coming down with it again. She's got at least 2 scores for these Edina girls today. She's having a good game. And I believe that might have knotted it up at 3s, if my math is correct. We finally found the scoreboards. There's one in the middle of the field and one on the far side. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's because on my paper I keep marking the boys' scores as the girls' scores and vice versa. But never mind that. There's more action underway. The high school boys All-Star, Minnesota All-Star team with another look here. And there goes a deep shot, or a deep cut rather, off the back of the stack. Stall count rising, and a smart just reset to the middle of the field as the stack gets some time to reset, and there goes the cut. Ooh. They keep looking for the deep stuff, and I don't mind it. But the unders are getting them yards. They have just really been able to have an undercut and then a reset and then just work that process. But here we go, a call made on the field, so the disc is going to go back. Tap it in and reset the disc. Oh, and there's a big huck going up. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there. Oh, perfectly in stride. And he thought about it. Man, did he want to dunk that Frisbee. A great shot from the high school boys. And it couldn't quite tell, but it looked like that was caught by number 3, Brian Fugelstad from Maple Grove. Able to come down with that. Kathy, this is nice. We kind of have a good back and forth. When the boys have scored, the girls seem to get going, and then vice versa, so there's always some action happening on the field. The Edina girls are going to pick it up after the turn and immediately shoot it deep. I don't know if that's not quite going to make it to its intended target, and it is going to give the middle school, geez Louise, get it together. The high school all-star team another chance at this one. Good gainer up the sideline.
Yeah, it is really hard to see where that sideline ends from this
Yep.
angle.
I don't even know that we can quite see the cones. There goes a shot. A lot of bodies flung at it, and Edina comes up with the D. You know, in a scrum like that, in the words of our good friend Finks, in a dog pile, bound to get bit. I like the no call on anything right there because everybody's going for the disc at the same time, and if there's some contact, it's going to be unintentional. Ooh, and it looks like she got a hand on that. Number 6, wow. Ivy Greenberg from Hopkins. Great D to give the high school All-Stars another shot at this one. And I got to say, her hair is fantastic.
Definitely agree.
Ooh. And a nice save by number 2 there, tapping the disc in and taking a shot deep. Oh! Just over her head and out of reach for the Minnesota U20 All-Star girls. So the Edina girls are going to have another chance at it. And the Edina boys on the other side, after receiving the pull, throw it away. And so here come the high school boys looking for a break. The Minnesota All-Star team of the boys look for a break. And a contested look there, but he was able to come down with it. There goes it.
Yeah. It looks like they will
not quite able to track it down. Again, the All-Star boys in white. Oof. And a semi-dangerous bid there from the Edina player. I like the gusto of going for it, and a great inside break. And another sweet D to give Edina the disc back. And on the other end, the Edina girls were able to come up with the score. A lot of action happening at once. We're trying our best to capture it all.
There's some call on the boys' field. I'm not sure what the call was. They are sending the disc back.
That was a great bid to get that D. Really nice.
Super athletic.
To preserve their offensive possession here after a couple of turns back and forth. I don't know if it's the atmosphere of playing inside and a scuba over the top to get the break off. Look at that. No wind, and they're trying some tricky stuff. I love it.
It's working for them.
Yeah. You know, if we're going to be playing in U.S. Bank, you know, where the pros play, might as well act like it, you know? Let's
take every advantage you have. Just
get
win.
weird.
Why not?
Big around throw to reset. And again, another high around or high release inside break there. And there's the hammer over the top. Oh, not quite able to come down with it. Never say no to a good hammer look, though. Well, their coaches will probably tell them otherwise, but if you're listening to me in the booth, I loved it.
Gotta give them what the fans want.
Yeah. Oh, that is tough. That is tough. A first throw turn. The Edina boys capitalize, and then a one-throw score. Real bang, bang. Not able to set the defense. I don't know if he just didn't see the post defender right there, but just snatched it away and able to throw the assist. Very nicely done.
Yeah, the Edina boys, their defense is on fire tonight.
They are really putting on a show here. And the Edina girls getting ready to pull. And that one, the girls' side all knotted up at 3-2-3. And on the boys' side, that puts Edina up by a score of 4-3.
5-3.
5-3. They haven't changed the board yet. That's on me. But now I got my sheet sorted, so hopefully I can keep better track. I don't know how she found that around, and then a deep shot going up. Getting in great position. She reads it perfectly and waits for it to come to her. Very nicely done by the All-Star girls. That was great. And I would love to give credit to whoever threw that, but I think it's number 96, so it's not a real number on our list. But she's been having herself a game here.
Yeah, but there are 2 number 7s on the list.
Oh, 2 number 7s, a 96.
One of those men.
You know, it's the thing one of the things I love about Ultimate is, as professional as it gets, you don't care how professional. There's always something like that, and that's half the fun for me. And there we go. We got some cheers going on from the Edina side. They're fired up after that scoop and score there, right near their end zone.
Those fast scores will really change a game.
Yes, that is a momentum shifter. You know, there are a lot of things that don't necessarily affect the momentum, but when you get it, you seize on it, and it can really power you through. There goes the pull on the boys' side. Woof! Very nice. Pretty ideal conditions. I don't think I could get it half that distance. Ooh, there we go. And they are working up the sideline, and there goes a shot. Oh, boy. I don't know. I got to imagine there's a call there.
Yeah, it looks like some peek out tango.
It looked like the high school all-star boy there was in pretty good position. He was really doing a good job of boxing out, and there's going to be a little bit of discussion. And the Edina girls are going to catch the pull, and they will start working it up the field here on the other half. And I'm guessing foul, no contest there, as the high school all-star boys are going to take it at the goal line. And there comes a great D from the high school all-star girls. Smack that one out of the air, and they're going to start working their way down for a score as well.
Oh, that's like a high stone count.
Wow! And he's able to come up with it. Look at that. And he's going to go for the dunk, but there's a call, and it's coming back.
No.
Harsh. So ready to celebrate. Just do it again, big fella. I am always impressed with people who have great aerial skills and are able to come down in a big scrum like that. And speaking of which, the Edina girls chasing that one down.
It looks like the boys' team will turn it.
Wow, and another great D. And then a rip, a huge backhand rip. Here it comes. Great positioning from number 1, and that is Taya Daniels. Ooh, but then not able to find the end zone. So the Edina boys and the All-Star girls are playing mighty defense out here in the early goings. And there goes a shot from the Edina boys, putting it up. Some jockeying for position. Ooh, not able to come down with it. I don't think there's going to be any calls on there. And yet another run. Wow. And that just kills you, because it is just a matter of effort. And then finally they are able to put that one into the end zone. And the high school girls get another one. And the All-Star boys are looking to make their way up the field for a score as well. Here they go, the center pass, and a good 10-yard under there. Break to center the disc. And we're in a vert stack downfield, and now the cutting is going to start in earnest here. And a deep shot that, ooh!
Good attempt.
A good look, but just a little too much power on that flick there. Not able to come up with it, and the Edina boys are off to the races. Their transition offense has really been good, really started hot, and I think that has been the thing to lead to some of these quick deep shots from the Edina boys. And they are knocking on the door once again. A quick shot, and he's able to keep it in the back of the end zone. And the Edina boys have another one. So 6-3 on the boys' side and 5-3 on the girls' side, but difference in home or away team being ahead. So Kathy, now's the point in the broadcast where I just comment on the fact that I didn't start playing real ultimate, quote unquote, until maybe I was a freshman in college. And even then, real ultimate is quite a stretch. And so the fact that these youngsters are playing at such an incredibly high level at such a young age is just mind-boggling and pretty astounding to me.
It's a real game changer. Yeah, I didn't start playing until I was in college either, and I actually started in March, so U20 is my first game of it. And most of the people on my team are really small, deeply women's school. It's kind of, all of us are starting. It's only 3 years old.
And there's a D, another, I should say, D from the All-Star girls. And a big put to deep to pick up some yards, and she tries to drag her toe, but can't quite come down with it. I too similarly went to a small D3 school, and they're just, weren't that many of us.
Levels. Yeah, right. It's hard to get a team of 10 people.
And there's a big
Senior college.
Oh! A big send that goes through her grasp, and her teammate not quite able to collect it on that one. And another zone look on the other field from the Edina boys. They figure they got one the first time. Let's give it another shot. He thought about the hammer over the top, but instead takes the high release to gain some yards up the sideline. Now the key in the cut, you want to move them back and forth. Always keep the cut moving, because that is going to open up your lanes for your poppers and your downfield threats. And once you get it through, find your continue and keep it going, just like that. And the Edina girls are able to punch one in there to bring this one closer to even. And a big swing over on the boys' side. He was just able to tap that toe in, and then a nice high release flick.
Yeah, the boys all-star team really does have a lot of patience in the zone, and it seems to be working for them.
Yeah, they.
Now a bit more than it was in the earlier plays.
Yes. Hammer fake and the wide open scuba look to the back of the end zone. What a find. And that was caught in by number 50, Tom Hobday, for the score. What a shot. See, that is exactly the type of throw that I still don't think about throwing. And these guys at 15, 16, 17, 18 are already mastering, and it is so cool to see the sport trickle down like that, and yeah, such great youth development. So that'll make it 6-4. Edina boys are up on the Minnesota All-Star boys, and on the close side, it is 5-4 after that score. The Edina girls are up on the Minnesota All-Star girls.
I think too, one thing that sets these younger teams apart is just the amount of coaches they have.
Yes.
People that are dedicating so much time to these teams really makes a difference.
And it's a real, I will say, it's a real sense of giving back. It's a large time commitment, and obviously a lot of work to coach a team, to host practice, and to really get them ready for playing in tournaments and playing in games. And so shout out to all of these coaches who take time out of their lives and out of their busy schedules, who do it out of, a love of the sport and a love of the students and the athletes. And there's a shot intercepted by the Edina girls. Number 14 came down with that snag, and that is Haley Felt. And then there goes the shot, and not quite able to come down with that one.
There are also two number 14s in the event.
Two number 14s. Well, it might have been Abby Felt. It may have been someone else.
Drew Tango, maybe?
Well, either way, it was a nice team.
Yeah. Great play.
Now the Edina boys are going to get working on the other side.
Looking deep, and it is not thrown.
Rip it, young fella. I hear some chilly calls from the sideline, but they say, no thank you, sir. And it is Deed in the far side. But the Edina girls came up with a D of their own, and they are going to be working up.
Oh, and she's going
a big backhand, jockeying for position and not able to come down with it. And there was a shot on the boys' side, but it sailed immediately out of bounds. Or, well, maybe not immediately, but didn't quite go where we wanted. And so the Edina boys are going to get it on the sideline. Quick centering pass to start the offense, and then a nice 10-yard under, but it's coming back. And the high school all-star girls with a big shot. What a rip! Beautifully thrown, beautifully caught. And now they are knocking on the door for another one. Ooh. And is that going to be a hand block, or was she still holding on to it? Looks like they let it go, and that's a great hand block. That, I believe, was, we're going to say number 32, I believe, on the hand block. CC Wild. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was 37 on the hand block. Lily Nygaard. Nice work. Whew. Now they catch it in traffic, and they get it out in front. Ooh. And a wide open throw to the end zone, just overthrown. A big arcing forehand she's not quite able to come down with, but a great look. And on the far side, I don't know what after the stoppage, the Edina boys are about 5 yards out. And tight defense downfield. He's going to have to throw a hammer over the side and just can't quite come down with it. Again, good defense by the All-Star boys. The All-Star girls are going to throw it, and it is going to sail out of bounds down the sideline. A deep hook goes up on the men's side and not able to come down with it. And again, the Edina boys pick it up and right away get a chunk of yards as the defense transitions there. And then another deep shot. Forehand to the far side of the field. Wow! And someone got up and took that one away. What a D from the All-Star boys. And there go the All-Star girls with a D of their own. It is just, these 2 points are stretching on here.
It's really turning into a hook fest too on both sides.
Yes. And you know, it's one game, so not a lot of need to save your legs. You can sort of go all out. You can afford to expend yourself the points that you are on the field. And a streaking All-Star boy down the field, but not quite good enough position to put that disc.
It's easy too when you have so many turnovers in 1 point. Just the harder you get, just really want to look for the end zone.
Yes, you just really want to end the point. And like we said, there it comes, and this one will do it. That one will do it. Is that 7 again? I think it is. Wow, wow, wow. Abby Schultz just reeling them in today. That is 3 scores for her. And on the other side, it looks like the Edina boys have punched it in as well. Abby Schultz last year playing club with Pandemonium, a mixed team out of the Twin Cities. And dare I say, Kathy, the best mixed team in the cities. Maybe not on-field performance, but definitely, yep, absolutely, yes. Don't worry, we're not biased.
Not at all.
I will say though, it's that is one of the things I love about the Minnesota Ultimate scene is just the amount of teams.
Yeah.
Especially the amount of mixed teams in the cities is just
so many options, so many different groups of fun people.
And not just in terms of competitiveness, but also in terms of how often are you practicing? What is the culture of the team like? Is it someone who takes it more seriously, or is it a little more chill team? Because it is about the on-field play, but more than that, it's about
just being a team.
Yeah, absolutely. So it seems like we are at halftime here, and I believe we're gonna flip field. So the girls' game will now be on the far field, and the boys' teams will be on the near field. At least that is what we have been told. I guess we'll see.
What happens?
And we're back. Halftime action has taken place, and we've swapped fields, and here we go with the start of the second half here.
And we've got an update on scores. On the far field, we have the women's game tied at 5-5, and then on the close field, we have 4-7. The Edina boys are up.
And what are some things you've seen from the first half? Maybe some things you're going to look for in the second half here, Kathy. What do you think?
You know, I think both Edina, the girls and the boys team, their defense is just on it. For the boys team has had a lot of really athletic layouts.
Yeah.
Especially in their end zone defense, and on the girls team, they're just on top of their defense, also sending hugs back and forth.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of those be completions. I think they've really got the right idea.
Yep.
They could just come down with a few more of them.
And so to start off here, the Edina boys, and there's a rip. There is a big backhand pull, and going up for it. He comes down with it. What a grab. Bangarang Edina. What a catch. Holy guacamole. That was incredible. Get up, young fella.
Man, what an exciting play.
That was great. And on the far side of the field, the All-Star team with another defensive takeaway. And there's a big pull across the end zone. Not able to chase it down with a good D from Edina. And boy, that was an exciting catch, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I don't know who threw that or came down with it. Apologies. But man, that'll make the highlight reel for sure.
For sure.
And now the girls all-star team got the disc back, and they are working it up. Again, they're about 5 yards out from the end zone. And I will say they have had plenty of chances this game. They've forced a lot of turns, and there's a throw to the back of the end zone, and that is going to sail out the back, or out the side rather. So after that last score, the boys all-star team find themselves in an 8-4 hole, looking to dig their way out here.
And there's another turnover by Edina, just quick drop, and All-Stars looking to score again.
And I've thrown many of those, sort of what should be maybe an easy reset, but it gets just like catches the lip of the disc and goes straight up, but they were able to come down with it.
That is one thing about the All-Stars. They do seem to be catching a lot of their 50-50 throws, or
yes,
late or high stall count throws.
Yes, they do.
They do come down with a lot of those.
On the boys' side, here they come. Ooh, he had him. He had a deep look available. Smart not to pull the trigger, probably.
Yep. Ooh. Almost a D by number 4 on the girls all-star team, and it was still caught. Good.
And there's a shot, and there is the D. There you go. And there's the shot that you want. Let's see if he can come down with it. Wow, he snags it. What a grab. In traffic, through the defender, and he's able to come down with it on the other side.
Equally impressive grab.
Yes, but I think...
Great hook.
Not sure if there was a call or if this is a score that's going to stand. I think it's going to stand. I think it was clean.
Might be good.
Wow.
2 exciting plays.
Back to back from the high school all-stars. Making it a game.
I do think, coming in at the second half, like being down or even being tied, this is the point where teams really find their energy and rally.
Yes.
I'm expecting to see a lot more exciting plays this half.
And I believe that was number 17 who came down with that great hook. Manasi Williams. That was a catch. Holy cow. In traffic, well guarded, and still able to come down with it. Nice work, young fella. And you know, I believe we're playing to a time cap here, not so much as of a point cap. And so, you know, I will say that brings out some exciting stuff in the last, you know, you got to score the points. You can't, you know, just wait and have an epic comeback because there's not necessarily always time. You got to make sure you keep it close enough to be within striking distance at the end of the game.
I do find, even in my own experience, you know, when you start running out of time, that's when all the really risky throws kind of come out, and it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
You know, if people are putting up 50-50 shots, like, who is going to come down with them?
And not to mention, you know, if we're going to be in US Bank, might as well put on a show for the fans. Let's throw some stuff. Let's get crazy. Let's see some huge hucks and some sweet Ds, some layouts. And there's another big one going up. He's got a step on him, and he's going to try and milk it in the end zone, but I don't think he's going to quite come down with it. And so he's got the disc on the goal line, and there's a quick break to the other side, and he's able to do it. That was number 15, Nico Grafe. Great way to run that one down and then pick up the assist. And Edina answers with a score of their own. And over to the women's side, there is a throwaway from the All-Star girls, and Edina's going to pick it up, and they are going to get going. A nice 15-yard under there from Edina, and then followed by another. If you can get that continuation, it is great. It keeps the disc moving. It keeps your defense on their heels, or their toes, I suppose. And a quick little strike, and one more, and Edina girls are in for another score. Very nicely done. That was just great, solid disc movement. Straight up the force side of the field to catch that score in the end zone.
It's been a really exciting game on the women's side, just being so close. I'm not sure if there have been many breaks, if at all. It looks like, you know, they're just...
I started counting, and then I didn't because I was confusing myself. But it's,
either way, neck
yes,
and neck, you know,
I got to imagine there have been a lot of breaks just given the amount of Ds and the amount of turnovers we have seen in that game. I can't imagine it's been straight holds, but maybe we can go back and watch the tape. And so the girls' game is knotted up at 6s, and on the boys' side, Edina is up 9-5, and they are going to pull here in just a second. There we go. The pull is up, and it is deep, and
great pull.
Beautiful. 10 yards deep in the end zone, just riding that sideline, and there's a shot. We're going to run it back, and this time 15 is not able to come up with it. Or 17 rather, and Edina's going to have a chance at a break here. Quick swing to... and 11 is going to... Ooh! And a pick called right as 20 catches the disc. I wouldn't be surprised if that one's coming back. Yep. I was wondering why he was open by so much, and there's your answer.
Slings it out.
But you know, as they say, it ain't a pick unless someone calls it. I don't know if that's true, but...
I've not heard many people say that.
All right, fair enough. Ooh, and almost with the D, number 34, not quite able to come up with it, and Edina still with the disc. Wow! That was great. Wow, 16 just snatched that one out of the air. That was a catch, folks.
Nathan Seymour, number 16.
Very nicely done, Nathan, and he's got the disc back. Ooh, and he thought about it. He has eyes for the end zone, I tell you what, but he takes the smart reset as there wasn't anything available downfield. And on the girls' side, a deep huck going up off of the end zone line, and Edina comes down with it. That is number 7, again, Abby Schiltz, and she's going to take a shot, and it is Deed. Wow, an unbelievable Two Ds from the All-Star teams on opposite ends of the field. That was number 17 again.
Yet another huck from the All-Stars.
Nasi Williams. Wow, and it is put to number 69. That is Aiden Lohman from Great River who comes down with that catch.
Looking for a bailout and he'll find one.
Reset, and I was going to say something happened again. One of those instances where a player is way too open for that to not be some sort of call. And a break around, and a shot goes up on the women's side, and it can't quite come down with it. Just a little too far out in front there, and the Edina boys are going to have another chance at this one. And there goes the deep shot, but we're going to look it off and take the smarter, or more open under, rather. And a deep shot on the girls' side, but I don't think anyone's going to get to that. Just a little too far. Whew. And I don't know if that one was going to get caught anyway, but that is a great D by number 11. That's Gunnar Miko, excuse me. So both all-star teams with the disc working their way down opposite sides of the field, or two opposite sides of the field. But a turnover on the girls' side, and Edina is going to have it with another shot. And there it goes. It is up. It is deep. Ooh, and just jumped a little bit too early, and the All-Stars are able to come up with the D. That was a great block, a nice read, and a well-timed jump. And she picks it up and fires it the other way. We got shots going up all over the field, but none able to be come down with. All right. These 2 points have been pretty huck happy, I would say, here.
I would agree, yeah. These are some, I mean, those huck happy points, they're fun to watch, but when you're on the field too, they just get exhausted.
Yes. It's one of those things you gotta give your teammates a lot of grace, because you're like, why are you throwing that deep puck? But then at the same time, whenever I catch it, I also throw the deep puck, so I get it. And both players going up, and he's not able to come down with it on the second effort.
Attempt from the ground.
Wow.
Just misses.
And while these deep shots might not be working out, man, are they fun.
They are great to watch.
Forget dump swing. Let's get huck happy.
As many yards as you can.
Yep. Maybe it's the announcer's curse. We start talking about the game running out of time, and you got to put shots, and that's what they started doing. And there goes another one, and he comes down with it for the score. There we go, and he's fired up. Look at that. High school all-star boys swarming the field after that one. What a look. What a look. Way to milk it and take it all the way into the end zone. Good awareness of where the defenders were so that he could come down with that one without worrying about getting D'd.
Another hook on the girls' field. Looks like they're still tied at
coming
sixes over there.
Up with it, and then another shot deep to the continuation, and she's got it for the score. Man, this is really exciting stuff. I am loving this right now. And so that is going to put the All-Star girls up 7-6, right?
I think so.
And then it is going to get the score closer on the boys' side. It is 6-9.
Yeah, and they look, the All-Star boys team, they look real fired up. They might be able to make it.
They look like they're gearing up to come on a run here. They certainly are fired up after that last point. You're right.
Back up. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, you weren't in the way. I'll do them later. Right now, I just want to
See all this turf just going.
And you got, 2 yards there in between the fields for coaches and the scoreboard to be, and some photographers. That's my favorite place to be on the field, right smack dab in the middle of 2 exciting games going on. Exactly. So the pull has gone up, and the Edina boys are going to pick it up and start working their way, and some sort of a Not exactly sure what kind of stack there. It looked like a little bit of a vert, but a little bit horizontal for a vert.
Yep.
And he's up. He's going to send it. That's cut right from the back. 23. Gyo can't quite come down with it. A good read, a good jump just off the fingertips there for Edina. We're backhand, they're saying. There's a swing. Center the disc. There's a few yards up the field. And again, centering the disc. And a call downfield is going to stop play as the girls set up for the pole here. And you know, it's when you're making a comeback here, when you're trying to push and score some points, it's a mix of another call.
It might have been
It's a mix of wanting to get right back in it, which means taking some deep shots, and then also understanding that you got to value the disc when you have it on offense. And so it's finding the right balance of we're going to shoot this one, or I'm going to holster this and we're going to work it up the whole way. So there's a couple of all-stars cutting deep, leaving not a lot of people working underneath, so we go with the reset to the other handler.
I wonder if that backhand force is really slowing down their deep shots for the All-Stars.
It might be. That might be the look that they're looking to take away there. And on the women's side, there goes up a deep shot to the high school All-Stars, and she is able to corral it, but I don't think she was in. She's going to have to go tap this one out, and the collision. Never a dull moment. And there's the dump and the swing in the around, and they've got a break, right?
I think so.
There we go, and I think that's gonna make it 8-6 All-Stars. So a little mini run at a half here. And the All-Star boys looking to add to their comeback as well, but a great D, and it's caught. A great hands by 23 there, but unfortunately the high school player able to come down with it.
Yeah, some great end zone offense on the boys' field here, and a lot of give and goes.
Real patient, waiting for their look. About a foot out, maybe a yard out now.
Really working for it.
And there it is. He's able to toe the line and haul it in. Very nicely done by the All-Stars to get back one of their breaks.
All-Star boys now down 7-9. All-Star girls are up 8-6.
And that's great spatial awareness, great field awareness to know where you are, where your body is, and good body control to keep your feet down and still make the catch. Take advantage of it, high school kids, while you can.
The older I get, my knees just worse and worse all the time.
Creak with every step now, mind you. Oh boy, howdy. If you can, kids, avoid knee problems.
Yeah.
I know no one wants them, but I'm just saying, it's not fun. Pull goes up on the girls' side, and Edina looking to cut this deficit from 2-1 here. The stack moves downfield. Good stack discipline there. Lots of cuts out of the back, and there's a shot, and she comes back to the disc to get it.
Wide open.
Very nicely done. That was number 5, Charlotte Daly. And a shot to the end zone, and she's got it, and she is in. And a nice high five from her defender. Good cut. Gotta love that good spirit. Now over to the Edina boys, who are going to be working their way up. A nice high release over the top there. Number 2 with the disc, waiting for some movement. Cut off the front of the stack, and he takes the high release to the break side again. Ooh, and 23, he wanted it. He was looking for the shot. Not quite there. Number 10 with the disc. He's going to move it ahead to number 2, who again, just quick little inside breaks. Keep keep those defenders got to keep those hands high to stop that, and a pick called. So this one's coming back.
Now the Edina boys team, they are really doing great working the break side.
Yeah, they're doing a really
breaks,
yes.
Top, everything. It's working for them.
Yeah. 10 looking for it, and it's a shot. And I think he's got that in the end zone. I think that's it. Good look.
A fitting defender.
Woo! That was quite a bit. He almost had it, but a good field awareness by number 10, Will Brandt, and a score in the end zone by I am not sure whom.
Did not see it. But the Edina boys now up 10-7.
Some cheers going on the far sideline from the Edina girls who just went up with the pole. And the high school all-stars coming down. Ooh. Gotta love the huge deep look only to set up a 25-yard under. That's good stuff right there. And another one, keeping it in bounds. And there it is, and she's got it. She is able to come down with it in the end zone. What a look. Chickaplow, add that to the highlight reel. What a great cut to the backside of the end zone there. And that is going to put the high school girls up 9-7. Kathy, what was your favorite class in high school?
Oh man, that's a great question. You know, not very many people would probably agree with this, but I loved calculus in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Math has always been one of my favorite subjects.
Well, that's more power to you.
Yeah. What was your favorite class?
I was a theater kid, so probably one of those.
Yeah.
If we're talking core subjects, I liked a good English class.
That's true. English is a good one too.
Ooh, some feisty moves from 24 on the boys all-star team. A big undercut, but a reset. And taking the smart throws. I gotta say, in addition to just the skill and the athleticism of these young folk, the discipline and like field awareness and just game smarts has really been very eye-opening. I feel like more often than not when you're new to learning a game, you know, you think the most fun part of it is big hucks and huge bids, which admittedly is probably true, but you know, also if you want to be good at the game, you got to learn your sound fundamentals, and these kids, they got them.
Yeah, I mean, their throws are on it. There have not been too many turnovers that have just been, you know, just straight throwaways. Like a lot of these turns are just coming from good defense or, you know, hucks that went out of bounds.
Yeah, and you know, the handlers, they've been showing some real smart handler motions on the resets and the strikes and the uplines. There, however, is a throwaway. I think
a little bit too far out of range.
Thrower thought he had a receiver cutting there, but there was no one home. Ooh. A nice athletic catch there. And the girls' play is underway as well. Edina needs this one. They gotta keep it close.
Yeah, they are running low on time.
And there is a throwaway on the far sideline. Excuse me. And an interception on the close sideline. A big throw. And I don't know how he was able to come up with that one, folks, but my gosh, what a play from the All-Stars. You said it, Khaki. Wow, I believe, I want to say, well, I was going to say 23, but there is no 23 on here, so I don't know who done it. It's a murder mystery up here. And there is a bobble and a drop from the girls all-star team, and so Edina catches a break on that one. But that was great, you know. He felt the defender closing in, he attacked the disc, and was able to just pull it out in the nick of time.
And another hug to number 7 for the Edina
Abby
girls.
Schultz, she is just reeling them in, and she is going to throw the assist as well.
Is that number 24?
I am not sure. I'm old and have bad knees and bad eyesight.
It might be Sarah Rushy, team captain for the Edina girls.
But
you might have to zoom in to confirm that.
Hey, Jerry.
And now it is 8-9. The All-Star girls are up by just a break. Well, you know, 2 if you're trying to win, 1 if you're looking to tie. And since it's time capped, you never know. A tie might just do it.
Could really help. Might be enough.
And I believe that was 24 for the All-Star boys who had that great undercatch and then threw the assist. So shout out to Malachi Raymond from Open World Learning. You know, my brother coached Open World Learning for quite some time.
Yeah?
Yes, he did.
Ooh, power position, wide.
And he got the disc and he's putting it. And he's gonna chase it down inbounds. Woo! That is number 1, James Harvey with the score. A great look upfield, but we have some sort of stoppage.
Oh no.
Momentum killer.
So disheartening to make a great play like that.
Oh, and they're going to the photographer to ask if he was in bounds. The photographer's saying yes. So I think we're talking in, out at the back of the end zone here. Looked good from where I'm sitting. But like I just said 2 minutes ago, I have bad eyesight, so don't trust me.
Looks like they're gonna
A
send
contest, and it looks like it is coming back. Tough break, tough break. You were right. He
really lucky for the
All-Star team, that's true. But he was, caught it right in power position and just didn't hesitate before he chucked that bomb. And the All-Star girls with the disc working their way up the field. And there's a big huck, and she's got it. Hucks on each side.
Great defense by the All-Stars.
Trying to get up, big fella, and just could not quite come down with it. But the All-Star girls, they scored theirs and add 1 to the tally. Looking for the big backhand, but he's gonna settle for the around.
Wide open swing for the boys.
Ooh, and just a miscue there, and a great D by number 10 for Edina. That is Will Brandt again with the D. And a huck, and there it goes. And finally, number 1, James Harvey, he's able to reel that one in, and no contest. That's a goal. That Edina boys line that was just out there, they seem to be really in sync. One throw led to the next throw, not too many resets. Very nice movement up the field.
Really good textbook ultimate. Great fundamentals.
Emphasis on the fun, am I right, Kathy?
Always.
And the mentals.
And the mentals. The mentals are good too.
The duh, you don't need the duh.
No
It's
one
just
needs that.
fun mentals.
Fun mentals.
As we wait for the pull here. The Edina girls, they need to punch this one in and they need a break to tie it up. So let's see if they can't work this one up and then come out fired up on defense. You know, we were talking about momentum earlier, but I will say that is a thing is, you know, one leading to the other, you know. Good offense leading to fiery defense and vice versa. A sick bid to stop a throw leading to really amped up, smarter, like, you know, well-played offense. It's a two-way street.
That is where the mentals really comes in handy too. You know, if you can win that mental game,
And
that's
a great run through D. I will say, I think that is the girl who has been putting them on all game for the All-Star team. We
definitely been running a lot of plays, making a ton of great hugs.
a lot of D's.
It looks like the Edina girls
Got it right back though.
after miscommunication maybe.
And the boys All-Star team coming up with a foot block, but it is caught anyway. Wow!
Wow.
That is the second time we've had a nice hand block from the Edina team or a foot block, only to have it still caught by the All-Stars. Both All-Star teams right on the doorstep, threatening in the
what an
red zone.
inside. Great. The All-Stars, their end zone offense just looks good every time.
Does. A high flick around.
A lot of patience.
We got some real bunching right here. But there we go with the break, and he shoots it, and he toe drags, and he is in. That is number 43 for the boys, Anson Parker from Great River.
Looks like the girls All-Stars might have just scored another one too.
And that is a break for the All-Star girls to put them up 11-8. So work to be done on both sides, and it is now 9-11 on the boys' side with Edina leading. I gotta say, these kids are not shrinking under the bright lights in the stadium tonight.
They are really rising up to the challenge of this game. Like, you know, it's a crowd full of people, lots of fans watching. Like, they're killing it.
And you know, there's almost more pressure to perform when it's full of people who don't necessarily know what they're watching for, because you want to make it look cool. And goal achieved, I think. These kids have really been showing me something here tonight.
There have been some real impressive plays.
Yes. So, Lou, this is maybe it might need to be fact-checked here, but the Edina boys, I believe, have gone on to win state in 4 of the last 6 tournaments, and the girls in 3 of the last 6.
Yeah, some really consistent teams.
Yes. And again, a lot of that, you know, obviously comes down to a lot of good coaching and, you know, establishing a foothold of this is the thing that our school does and does well, and we have a program that is ready to compete at a high level every year. Edina boys taking it to the brick mark after that pull, and immediately a shot or a cut from the back of the end zone, or stack. Nothing doing. Looking for the reset, and there it is. And a high throw going up for the ladies, and no one is able to come down with it. And holy Toledo, did you see that? Number 7 just snatched the life out of that one. Wow. Charlie Zadeklik. Holy cow.
Man, that's got to be a great play for the Edina boys. They are really like this gap, you know, sometimes it seems like the All-Stars are coming back, but Edina just keeps answering every time.
Man. That one took my breath away. And now the Edina girls with a chance to come up with one here. A bunch stack, and here comes the cuts from the back. Ooh, and not able to corral that one. Red zone chance here for the All-Star girls.
Good break for the All-Stars if they can get it.
And a hammer over the top, and she's got it in the end zone. Woo! Saucy. I like it. And number 5 was able to pull that one down, and that is Emily Cashel from Great River. Woo! And I don't know, that might put this one out of reach for the Edina girls. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
4's a big number this late in the game here. So here we go. I think I just heard a low on time thing. We are getting ready. So this is a big point for the boys All-Star team. They got to work, and they got to work quick. Here comes the pull from the Edina boys. Couple of quick throws and a wide open shot. Number 17 again, and he's going to let it ride, but it is just too far out of reach. And I got to say, every time I looked up, Manassi Williams has been in the end zone today. That kid has been all over the place.
Looks like he's a senior senior in high school. I'm not sure which school.
This one says Robbinsdale Cooper.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, they got grades on there. I haven't noticed that. I'm attentive. The Edina boys, and there is a shot. Go get it, young fella. Leave your feet. Woo! And he's got it wide open in the end zone, and a call is
There might
gonna
have been a
bring
call
it
before that.
back.
Yeah, 23 might have called a pick at some point before that happened.
I got all worked up for nothing.
It was a great play.
That's all right.
I'll do it again.
Just do it again.
Give
That's
the
my
fans what they want.
philosophy.
Yeah.
Anytime it works, it's bound to work
Gotta
again.
work a second time.
All right, play it smart. I see it. So 20's gonna come under for it. On the far sideline, a shot going up for the girls. And a sweet, sweet D from Edina, 14, but there is going to be a call that's going to bring this one back. And there goes a shot up on the men's side of things.
Lots of people in the end zone.
And he's got it upon further reflection. Oh, that's a bingo. Woo! A clump of bodies.
It looks like he might be wearing number 11, but his shorts maybe say 23. No idea.
Not quite sure who it was that came down with that one, but
Either way, great
a
catch.
clump of bodies and he was able to snag it. Sometimes it's right place, right time, you know. Better to be lucky than good. But still, it's a nice snag. And a great D from
number 14.
She's come up with a couple of those back to back here. That is number
Haley Felt or Hughes Engel.
either one. One of those 14s is just out there doing work. And there goes a shot. And that one is going to sail wide and out of bounds. And a big pull coming up. Woo! That's a good looking throw. And a nice switch there to stop the deep look. You know, pulls like that, they're unguarded, and wow!
Nice stall count bailout throw from Edina,
And number 5 is gonna come up with it.
Wow.
And a sweet D, and that is 37 with the D. That is Lily Nygaard.
Yeah, the All-Star girls team just putting up huck after huck, and the Edina girls just keep shutting them down.
And for the boys, I believe that was James Harvey with the beautiful forehand flick to number 5.
Looks like that might be game
Matt
on the boys'
Compuline,
field.
nicknamed Weasley. And that'll do it for both games. High five lines all around as we clear the field here at US Bank. And you know, Kathy, one of my favorite things about Ultimate is this right here. It is the post-game after a good-spirited contest. You get into it with the other team, you have a spirit circle usually, you talk it out, you congratulate the other team on their, you know, hard-fought victory or well-contested loss. Because, yeah, the Ultimate community is a...
Just makes it fun.
Yeah. It is way more about the idea of the community as opposed to the idea of an individual team or the ideas of personal glory or victory, you know. Spirit of the game is a real thing, and it's great to see some of that exemplified here today with these high school students. So Kathy, as we take us out here, parting thoughts on the day.
Oh man, there's so many things I could say here. You know, there's some really high level, fantastic plays. You know, for these kids who are in high school, they're taking classes 8 hours a day, like trying to figure out, you know, how to be adults, how to live their lives, and they're killing it on the Ultimate field. Like, it is so impressive.
Yep.
What are your final thoughts?
I totally second everything you said. I think these young folks should spend the summers working hard at a job that makes money and leave all the roster spots for us old people, because
I would totally
if they
agree
came
with
out
that.
for tryouts, I would be out of a job.
Yep, my knees could never keep up with them.
Nope. They really did put on a show here, boys and the girls.
Both games, fantastic plays.
And so I think that's gonna do it for us. Shout out to the Edina boys and the Edina girls squad, as well as the Minnesota All-Star boys and All-Star girls. Man, they played great out there today. Thanks for watching. Until next time.